Hello there, you are welcome to my YouTube channel. If it is your first time to come and watch, I welcome you. If you are a returning subscriber, you are more than welcome. This is a place where we dine together, we sit, we sip our cup of tea, and we enjoy practical steps that are going to make us live fulfilling lives while we grow and thrive together. So today I have yet a very interesting video that we are going to I'm going to share with you. Different tips, different life experiences, and the topic is how to be less judgmental and stop judging people so harshly. The world has become so unfair and kind, and today I come with this video to create awareness to people, could be you or me, people who are judging other people so harshly. We are not being kind. We are putting our comments there, and we do not know that these comments are leading people into mental health crisis. People are having their low self-esteem because of this kind of comments. But today I come to preach some kindness, to give you some tips that can help you and me to be more kind, so that we do not judge people in any way. By the way, we are not supposed to judge in the first place. So I would like to start by giving you a story. How have I been judged so harshly? I'll give you the story. I've always wanted to say this story, and I've also wanted to, in case I ever write a book, I'm gonna add this story. So we were in secondary school, like secondary senior 2. One fateful evening when I was in the dormitory, I didn't know what was happening. So at that time, when we used to have class all day, and after classes we used to come back to the dormitory. So I came to the dormitory. I saw people gathered around where I used to sleep. We used to have bunker beds, like decker beds, 1, 2, 3 people on each bed. So people were surrounding, they were shouting, and they say that I'm a thief, that I stole money. I'm like, which money? I have money at the bursar's office. At that time, when our parents used to come to school, they used to keep money at the bursar's office. So people almost burnt me alive. People almost killed me from the dormitory because of 3,000 Uganda shillings, less than a pound. You can imagine. In my own truth, I know I did not steal, but I think the people that were in that kind of arrangement against me, they threw the money behind my suitcase. We used to have like cemented shelves, so they threw money behind my suitcase, and I'm like, really? It was very bad, and that is many years from now, and I still remember this. But I've learned many lessons from that story, among other stories where you have been judged so harshly with no remorse. It can affect your self-esteem. I remember it affected my self-esteem, but deep inside me I knew I didn't do anything wrong, so I lifted my head high up to this day. I've learned lessons from that incident, and today I come with tips. If you've been bullied on social media, if you've been judged for your choices, for your decisions, today I just want to give a message to people out there so they can be kind. And one of the tips is that what scares us into judging, let's think about it. Usually it is fear. You're scared of what is ahead, fear of the unknown, being worried. So usually fear may lead people to judging others so harshly. And one of the things I would say is that identify your fears, face your fears, and ask yourself, where were your fears worth drowning others for? Were your fears worth drowning others for? Because I'm fearful, so I have to make them feel bad. No. Was it really worth it? Let's think about that. And let's learn forgiveness. Forgiveness is done for our own healing. It could be not for the healing, but for your own healing, because judgment is a grudge. Forgiving is acknowledgement that harm that has been done, but final judgment has not been rendered. Yes, that could have been harm if you forgive, but then you're acknowledging that at least the final judgment hasn't been rendered, so you still live it in that positive manner. And then the other tip I will just give us, in order not to judge other people harshly, it is to stop judging people, is to accept our imperfection. Nobody is perfect. For those people who refuse to learn, just walk away. Nobody is perfect, because in terms of when we try to make things perfect, we may end up hurting other people. So just walk away and accept imperfection. For example, we are at work, let's say we are cleaning. This person will be like, Martha, this pen should have been here. But I remember, we are different people. Our thought processes are different. It could be the same thing, but because it's not in what you want, in what you desire, so you judge other people harshly, you're rude to them, and you do not know how those statements affect them. So in my own perception, I would be like, accept imperfection. If we understood that this world is not perfect, if we're all perfect, the world would be boring. But because we are all imperfect, that's why we have musicians, we have doctors, we have nurses, we have social workers, we have different people who work together to make this world a better place. So if we accept our imperfections, then we are on the way, we are working to avoid and to stop judging other people, and then seek for wider pastures. If you're in a judgmental place, or you're in a place that makes you uncomfortable and you could end up judging other people, just go and get something important. Another tip is to stand down. Not every battle is yours to fight. Sometimes we think we have a say in everything, but the day I realized that personally I do not have a say in everything, I know my boundaries, I know my limits, that helps me to avoid the stress of judging people. It helps me put my mental health in a realm of peace and calm. And then I'll have a last point for you. They're not the last one, but get over yourself. Sometimes, what is that life that you live in, judging people left, right, and center? Some people go ahead to judge others because of what they believe in. Some people judge other people because of who they love, where they come from, the type of accent, their backgrounds. Honestly, go get over yourself. It's the 21st century. It's time to accept people the way they are. Nobody's perfect. Get over yourself. And then laugh it off. Sometimes instead of judging others, so just laugh it off. And it costs you nothing being kind. Laugh it off. Walk away and read more. Reading, it lowers your stress, improves your memory, and it just helps you understand different people, the diversity. Say London is a bigger place with different people from different ethnicities, different food, different everything. So if you are to be a more kind person and stop judging people, you just need to read more and enhance your knowledge and understanding on different things. And with that, we are able to live in a peaceful world, just like Baden-Powell said, let's leave the world better than we found it. I hope today these tips have been helpful to you and you could leave this place a better place with zero judgment. And with zero judgment, we live in peace and harmony. And if these tips should be made personal, because when you make these tips personal, it's you who is going to benefit at the end of the day. You're not going to be crying and saying, had I known now. So guys, I love you all and I wish you the very best wherever you are. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, where we shall learn one or two things to improve on our well-being, to improve on the way we live life. That's why I'm here to speak in a transformational way, that you could get your healing, I get my healing, and at the end we grow and thrive together. This is a girl Martha here, and I wish you all the best. Peace and love.